You clicked it. So you want to learn how to create this glowing type of art? Okay, fine. I will teach you how to make this cool art style. First things first, take a picture of your drawing and import it into ibisPaint or any other drawing apps or software you prefer. It doesn't matter which one you use, as long as you're comfortable with it. Next, let's make your drawing darker. You can easily adjust and lower the brightness of the drawing using the filter tool or tab. I think most drawing apps have this feature, but if your drawing app doesn't have it, don't worry. Here's a second trick. Add a layer above your drawing. Color it entirely black, and then lower the opacity to your liking. This will give you a nice dark base to work from. Now let's do some planning. Before you start adding the glow, you need to think about where and what your light source will be. It can be anywhere and anything. Just be creative. It can be the eyes, hair, flames, lightning, the smoke from coffee, literally anything. Your imagination is your only limit. In my drawing, the light source is here, and the areas that will be affected are these, while the rest will remain untouched. Next, draw your light source. It can be any color. In this drawing, I first draw the base. Then I add another layer, clip it to the base layer, set the blending mode to overlay. I won't only use one color because it's boring. Instead, I will color it with blue-green below and dark blue or blue-violet. I don't know. I'm not good at naming colors. Just pick colors that transition well together. This step adds more interest to your light source. Alright, now let's make the light source glow. Use an add or addition layer. Use airbrush. By using this brush, you will achieve a smooth glowing effect. Just adjust the size and opacity depending on the area you want to glow. Add a new overlay layer. In this layer, we'll add a warm glow or a visible blue color, and we need to place it below, right here. Using the airbrush and the color you pick, color a large area around the light source. I do this to add more color and make the light source glow more. Here's a tip. Always use white or a color close to white inside the light source, just a little bit, so it looks more glowing. Next, add a subtle glow to the affected area on an overlay layer with 40 to 50% opacity. I'm going to create a separate layer to draw the lighting, and I will set the blending mode to add. Then, add lightings to the area close to the light source. Don't just draw lines. Instead, draw triangles combined with irregular shapes. Draw thicker triangular lightings if they are close to the light source. If they are a little farther from the light source but still affected, use a lighter color. For example, if my light source is blue, I will use light blue in this part. If you accidentally draw a white light but think it's too white, you can edit it using the filter tool. First, select the lasso tool to choose the areas you want to edit. Then go to brightness and contrast and lower the brightness. Repeat this if it's still too bright. Tap this square, drawn with a hidden line, to remove the selection area. Next is create another layer and change the blending mode to add. Next, add glow to the lightings. Adjust the size and opacity depending on the area you want to glow. Don't overdo the glow, as it will look bad, and I don't want that to happen. Here's how I add a glow effect to my drawings. Watch closely and follow along. Next, we need to add shadows, because there will be no light without shadows. Light will pop more if there's a shadow. Add shadows on a multiply layer. This layer mode is super useful, because it darkens the areas while preserving the details of the layers beneath it. Draw shadows in areas where the light will not be seen. Use a soft brush to create a smooth transition between light and dark areas. Remember, shadows help to define the form and add depth to your drawing. Let's also draw a shadow here at the back of his hand. Let's also add a shadow below him since it looks like there's no light here. If you want a detailed tutorial about placing shadows correctly, just let me know in the comments section. Alright, everything looks great so far. Let's move on to the next step. Finally, the last step is to add details. This part is totally up to you. In this drawing, I'm going to add a glow to his eyes to make him look like he's about to go on a rampage with a left-right goodnight move. First, I paint his eyes all white. Then, using an airbrush, I add the glow. I think blue would suit him, but red looks even better, so let's try that. I change it by adjusting the hue. Just play with these settings until you get your desired color. You can use different colors as long as they complement each other. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And that's it. That's how I make glow art. I hope this video helps you learn how to create glowing art. If you have any questions, don't be shy to comment. I will try to answer them. For those who made it here, here's the speed paint.